Hello everybody, Simon with Quigg, Coins and Bullion here, and today I want to just show you a few more things that I've been picking up this week. I know last video was going to be about the same, but a ton of really nice stuff coming in and I want to share it with you guys. And as well, also mention that I'll be set up at Roseville this Saturday, tomorrow, from 9 to about 3 o'clock. If you guys want to come by and see what I've got, I'll bring pretty much most of the stuff in the shop. So if you see something in the video that you're interested in, please let me know, and I'll make sure to have it there for you guys there. The showcases here. Still got a couple of bars left. Plenty of gold still, which I'm happy about. A little bit nicer silver. And I've been just getting tons and tons of 90% in, so I'll probably put in an order with that at some point. Still those nice books. Of course, the Carson Cities. Really low on smaller fine silver ounces, so I'll probably be hunting for that at the show. And of course, all the collector's coins here. Got a few more of the cheaper wholesale type items left. Getting low on maples. I did get a few more in. Low on eagles, so I'll try to pick up some of those at the shop. Got some of this more fun poured silver here. And of course, the paper currency that I have purchased and on consignment there. So if you guys are interested in that, please read. And then we'll dive in and show you a few more things that I've been buying this week and talk about kind of the state of the market and where I think things are going to be going. So why don't we dive right in and talk about that? So as I mentioned, guys, in this video and last video, I have been buying typically 1 or 2 nice collections per day for this whole week, and stuff is just flowing in. It's awesome. Good to make money, but sales are down a little bit, at least through the office. Not too many walk-in traffic, but that's not a worry for me because you guys are still buying a lot of stuff through the website, which is awesome. I appreciate that. And then also buying stuff from me at shows as well as wholesale. So a lot of stuff is going out wholesale. So really no problem there. I can always offload things if I need to move things along, or if I have too much of something or not enough of something, I can order it and get it sent in over here. But I had someone drop off some nice silver kilos here. It's a little bit larger than what I like to kind of keep on hand. 10 ounce is about really what's manageable, and then I like to keep a lot of 1 ounce stuff in stock. And then here, NTR, 1 ounce, 10 ounce, pardon me, and then 2 kilos. So I might try to trade these at the show or sell them to somebody. Again, on this kind of stuff, I just charge spot. That's about as best of a deal as you guys can get. And I'll actually probably be selling this at 38 bucks an ounce, which is about 40 cents under melt as of today's filming. So if you guys are interested, let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to help you guys out there, or meet me at the show in Roseville and I'll help you out and cut you a deal there or trade. I picked up some nice collector's coins as well from a customer, and he brought me a ton of things and we kind of worked out a few other things there. So this key date, 1915 Philly Barber, and this is probably, some of this stuff will go right on the website or out into the cases, and some of this stuff will go into the back stock, but I always have need for better date things like this as well. So no price on this currently, but it's still good to have in stock. I have a 1889O. This is kind of like an AU slider type coin, and this is kind of a conditional rarity, and it's a little bit tougher to get a hold of, and just nice to, again, like that barber, retain it. Trying to get some more interesting, unique silver in as well. This Virginia City Big Bonanza. Comps on these are like 120 bucks on eBay. This is going to be available for $100 through the website there. I will throw that up there. Kind of more interesting. You got an ounce of silver, and I'd figure about 1/4 or 1/3 gram of gold. Move this stuff down. This was kind of interesting. I always like to pick up a good variety of items for the shop. And this is what's called a Condor token. And basically it's British trade tokens, things like that. I want to take it out of here. But it's over couple hundred years old, and it is just got really, really nice detail left on it. I would say probably an AU coin, 1793. It just has really, really cool motifs. So this will probably end up in one of my raw books there. And these go from anywhere from like $100 to $200 to $300, just depending on what the varieties are. So I'll have to do a little more research on that and try to find some comps. But realistically, it'll be probably around $100 or $130 or something like that. I also picked up some more. I try to get some nicer, more interesting silver in. Germania is always pretty popular. So this, the comps on just generic across-the-board Germanias are like $60 plus, and I want to have this one online for $55 here. And I've got the paperwork to go with that. This was fun, pretty inexpensive coin. This is going to be today's giveaway, but a nice kind of red-brown halfpenny. Just something a little more interesting than just your run-of-the-mill world coins. Got a really nice Queen's Beast 2-ounce piece here, and this is going to go right into the $45 an ounce tray. A little bit nicer, a little bit tougher, popular series. So those will be 45 bucks an ounce, and I'll also probably throw that up on the website too. Let's see, couple more things here from this group. I have probably like a VG Barber quarter, or pardon me, not Barber, cap bust quarter. These are always in pretty high demand. They're good collector's coins, nothing crazy expensive, but again, nice for someone to fill their setup with. And then I got this is a 1959 mint set, pretty affordable here for someone that's wanting to fill up their books or collect the sets, but they're nice choice BU coins, and retail on this is going to be $55 to the website there, which is realistically just a hair over silver, so that is a good price for somebody out there. And then it's kind of state of the market stuff here. You know, very good, steady buying. There has been a little bit of a slowdown for me selling kind of bulk items to people. You know, the collection that came in today, Friday, is it was primarily 90%, which is awesome. I love buying this stuff. This is good margin, but realistically, I have to ship a lot of this stuff to the wholesaler just because the demand over the counter, and it shows, is very low. I have higher demand for fine silver, which is why I'm always happy to buy that over the counter. But quarters, halves, and dimes are always, you know, easy to sell. But the problem is you have to wait to get paid. It takes some time to get your money back out of it. But realistically, I have enough of that kind of moving around that it just makes kind of everything smooth over a little bit for that kind of thing. Buying a lot of 40%, 35% stuff. This was just what came in that collection, mixed in the rolls. So again, good margin stuff on this kind of thing, but I don't even retail this stuff. I just bag it and ship it just because very low customer demand, even compared to 90%, which is almost zero. A few other things that have been coming in. This is all gold fill stuff, and guys, you know, don't sleep on gold fill if you can pick it up at garage sales. You know, this melts at, I figured gold fill is 12 karat at 5%, so it's 2.5% gold gross weight here. This is about $20 in gold, so fully refined, and I know I'll probably get about maybe 90% of that gross weight, but I set it aside, I bag it, and this is basically free money long term. And that's something for you guys to look out for at garage sales. Look for 14K GF, things like that. And, you know, it's easy to pick up a piece of what they think is costume, and it's worth, you know, $15 depending on the size of the stuff there. So this stuff gets bagged, and it's basically just a good rainy day fund. Once I get a couple 100 grams, I'll cash it in, and that'll be a nice little payday there. This other collection came in today. There was a lot of costume, but there was also a few other, these were just basically scrap, broken rings. You know, I took the stones out of them to get an accurate weight, but they were already broken and cut up. And really, you know, this is good money here in the 10K stuff, and then you got a little bit of 10K Black Hills gold. But this is good to buy on margin and set aside, and basically it's good rainy day money for when I need a little bit of quick cash. This was interesting too. Not really coin or bullion related, but this is a piece of, I believe it's called scrim or something like that. And I believe this is whale bone or whale tooth, and someone probably picked this up along the way, maybe in Alaska or something like that, but it's kind of cool. So I'm just gonna hold it and set it back there. And another thing to not sleep on is dental gold. It's not glamorous, guys, but this is someone's tooth, but this stuff is generally really high carat or purity, you know, 16 or 18 carat. And, you know, this weighs about 4 or 5 grams. You know, so there's $400 in gold in this, which is great, but it's not glamorous and it's kind of gross and dirty. But just keep that in mind that this is money, especially when that comes over the counter. And then, of course, lastly, we get actual saleable jewelry. So I have, this is a really nice, unfortunately it is hollow. This is a hollow necklace. So these command a little bit of a less premium than a solid necklace, but with gold being so high, I'm just gonna sell this at melt through the website. And then I'm gonna put this pendant came along with it. So I'm gonna put this all together on the website there. This is 14 karat, really nice. The necklace is probably 5 millimeter or something like that, which is a good size necklace, and it's about 20 inches long. So that'll be up for sale for melt, and then the pendant will go along with it. So nice deal there for somebody that has been looking for something like this. I always say if you can get it secondhand, buy it cheaper if you can. So that kind of wraps it up. Nothing too crazy this week. You know, no crazy collector coins or things like that I'm finding in collections. But again, it's a lot of very good purchasable, you know, something to make margin on. Buy it, you move it along, and then you're able to be on your way for when the good stuff comes in to purchase that. So we'll wrap this portion up and we'll see you guys in the giveaway. All right, everybody, so let's get into that giveaway. For today, it's going to be this half penny that I just purchased, as well as I've got a ½ pound of mixed foreign coins to add on top of that. So it should be a nice giveaway for someone to go through or enjoy with their kids, grandkids, anything like that. So remember to like, comment, subscribe to be entered into the giveaway for each of the videos. You can check out my links here, my website, Instagram, Google, eBay, as well as everything else. eBay, lots of stuff is going to be going up today, Friday at 8 o'clock, and ending next Friday at 8 p.m. So remember to check that out. All the products here, you guys really blew through all of the eagles and things from last week, but there's still a few things available there, as well as all the high quality coins that is up there right now. Lots of discounts available on older overstock as well, if you guys are interested. Follow me on Instagram, lots of behind the scenes things going on there, as well as some flash sales. And let's get into the giveaway. "41 comments, guys, thank you very much. All right, the Arsenal FC 101, you are the winner. Please reach out to me to claim your prize. And everyone have a good day and a good weekend, and I hope to see you at the Roseville Coin Show tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.